everybody, and welcome back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset as we come over to Oakland High School to talk with the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, Coach Kevin Creasy. How you doing, Coach?
Doing good, Stuart.
Well, last Friday night we came over here. You took on a non-district opponent, and we set up the equipment. We did a broadcast, watch you guys come out with a W. Talk a little bit about Franklin. This seemed like they just couldn't get going, Coach. I mean, definitely got some kids with a look, but just couldn't get a rhythm going against your Oakland Patriots.
Oh, yeah, had some good-looking kids. Definitely passed all the measurables and the look test. And, you know, they've beaten some good teams, too. You know, they handled Hendersonville pretty easily. And then, you know, we know what they did to Riverdale. And so we had a good week of practice getting ready for them, for sure. You know, a lot of people were on fall break, but we got to work and got better. And, you know, our defense did a really good job of making them punt a lot and gave our offense good field position. And then our quarterback had probably a career game, you know, throwing the ball, and did all that in the first half. So up, I think, 38-0 at halftime. And, you know, real glad that our guys went out and took care of business.
All in all, and like we said, they've been through some tough battles. They battled a Ravenwood, they battled a Brentwood pretty tough, and should have come away with both those W's. They were in the game right up until the fourth quarter and had the ability to pull the W out. But that's enough for their region. They're going to have to do what they need to do to come out back to the Oakland Patriots. So you went through fall break and everything. What did you guys work on other than getting ready for a game? Was it just a regular week, or was the times off and you were able to get some things done you needed to without the stress of classroom and disruption of that? Was you able just to focus on football?
Yeah, we were able to do a lot of stuff considering that all our guys were out of the classroom. You know, we were going to be here anyway, so Monday got a lot done, thinking we were going to have a JV game, but it got rained out. You know, a lot of rain here lately, so you know, our coaches got a lot of individual stuff done as far as our own personal breakdowns, kind of self-scout, seeing what we're doing a lot of, and I think that, you know, helped pay benefits Friday night.
Big game coming up this Friday night, Battle of the Boulevard, I guess is
Right.
what they have named it and everything. But it's not but a bicycle ride over to the other school, and they won't be riding a bicycle Friday night over here. But Michael Copley trying to really get on track and bring the Siegel Stars around to playing and you know, being competitive in this, and had a little bit of a struggle here and there, but they'll be ready Friday night. They've been in some tough battles already.
Yeah, you know, played Ravenwood really good.
Yeah.
You know, destroyed Warren County, took care of business against Antioch. Coach Copley does a really good job. Has some good coaches with him too. I think the quarterback's playing really good.
Yeah, he's the key, and you love a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's mobile, and you know, he can throw it, run it, runs the offense well, does what they need him to do, and you know, their defense. I'm impressed with the defensive line.
Okay.
I like you know, their D line. A lot of those guys have to go both ways. Kind of reminds me of ourselves, you know. But they're putting the best players they can on the field, and so their O line sometimes swap over to D line, and you know, we've got some of our tight ends playing D line, so we understand what they're going through. But they got a tough D line, and like I said, it's going to be one of those deals where last year, you know, they played us tough.
Yeah.
I thought they did a phenomenal job of defending us, and then of course, you know, giving us some stuff on offense. Just moving the balls, moving the chains head along. You know, usually our guys we're working on getting you off the field in 3 plays, and you know, they had almost a 20-play drive one time. So we got to make sure that we try to figure out what that plan is quickly, and we try to execute quickly, and hopefully we can definitely take care of business. But it's a region game, it's a rivalry game, and just because this team's supposed to win and that team's not supposed to win, you still got to go out there. That's why we play the game, and like I said, I'm sure they're going to be ready to play us just the same as we are them. And it's one of those things that definitely be worth the price of admission.
Well, nice segue. I talked to Coach Creasy yesterday. It's hard to avoid it. Just 3 games left, what I call 9 practices of truly hitting, because if you just take the 3 games out after, you know, we're definitely down to the stretch. How important sitting at the top of Region 3A, 6th Division, or Region 3, 6A, how important is it just to stay like you are, keep them geared in until we get to playoffs, and then, you know, you can tell them, all right, now we're going to play loose and let them go, you know, because more than likely, on paper, and I say this on paper, but you should go on out and still hold that spot if the Oakland Patriots do what they've done the first 7 games.
Well, you know, we've got some injury issues, and that's what we're trying. You know, we're plugging people in spots, and we've been doing it since that first game. You know.
Yeah, I saw Tacoy Randolph and Justin Jefferson on the sidelines for the Franklin game.
That's right. Christian Cantrell.
Yeah.
So there's some of our better players, and they're over there on the sideline. But you know, we've had some guys step up. But unfortunately for us, the last time everybody was healthy was like our scrimmage. You know. Last scrimmage against Brooklyn.
So you don't know really what you look like at all pistons firing and everybody healthy. You haven't had a chance to look at that yet.
Brentwood Academy, we had a really good scrimmage against those guys, and I'd say that's probably the last time we've been healthy. And you know, there's always going to be chances for injuries, and some guys are injured and they're going to come back. Some are injured and not going to come back. So you just gotta, you know, take what's given to you every Friday night as far as the lineup, but you kind of like everybody to kind of heal up a little bit, and then you can put your best team out there when the playoffs are on the line, because you know it's win or go home then. Yeah. Right now we're guaranteed 3 games. After that, you're not guaranteed but 1 if you make the playoffs.
You want to win the next one.
We want to win 2 of the next 3 for sure, just so we can have home playoffs. You know, throughout if we continue to win. But this one's a big one because it's a region game. All region games, they are exactly equal. They count the same, you know, unless you go to a tiebreaker. So right now, we're not in a position for a tiebreaker. If we just handle our business, take care of what we're supposed to take care of, we should be okay.
Wrapping it up with no problem. Wrapping it up, thinking about it, Kyler, how's he doing? How did he finish out?
They have 1 more regular season game, right? I'm telling you, their season's pretty long. And if they win it, the middle school over there gets to play in the championship game against Blackman Middle School.
Yeah,
so it should be a good one.
And I've been seeing some posts from that Blackman Middle. They seem to be pretty good, so that would be a great matchup between those 2.
Yeah, I ran into their coach the other night. We had a JV freshman game over at Blackman, and glad to say that our JV pulled out a victory right there at the end, 14-7. Our freshmen did a good job of winning, but met the junior high coach, middle school coach over there, and seemed like a great dude. Really loves his job, loves football, loves kids, and that's what you want at the middle school level. And of course, it doesn't hurt when you win every game. So they've won every game. They're the one that gave Oakland Middle their 1 loss, and so Oakland Middle's hoping that a couple of their injured guys come back healthy, and they got to take care of business with, I think, Stewart's Creek first before they even get there. But if they beat Stewart's Creek, it should be a great game. Well,
you know, it's funny. I was going back through some rosters. Judy was laughing at me last night. I was going back through some rosters, actually looking for Mookie Betts played at Una, but he wasn't on the triples, and I was looking for a roster where I might have called his name or called a game with him in it. And I did find a couple that were pretty interesting. Eric Gordon played at Woodbine and then went on to the University of Tennessee. But one of the ones that stuck out that's pretty cool, Trey Del Greco, Al Del Greco's son. Yeah. So in youth football, his son played, but the big thing, and they were really good, played for the Bellevue Steelers. But at that time, they were really good, but they were all focused on if they scored, Trey would come out and actually kick a PAT.
Nice.
So in youth football, that's just, you know, everything stops. Oh, we got a kid getting ready to kick a PAT, because normally you go for 2 and the score runs an 8.
Right.
But, you know, really different, but I can remember that. Well, enough of that.
That's pretty big time now. Our middle school has a kicker, so, you know, we've got a little farm system going. Our kickers are pretty good over here, but you know, at some point, somebody has to discover the kicker, and Coach Scott Thomas over there has discovered a kicker, and hopefully, you know, we'll go through our 3 kickers that we have now, and then eventually the middle school kid will be up here kicking for us.
Man, that's great. It needs to be. That's machine status, and you know, you love special teams. All right, kids, Friday night right here at Ray Hughes Stadium. Stork Vision will be there, and y'all tune in at 7 o'clock and follow us on social media, and we'll see you at the game.